Day 533, 22 for 22. Good morning. I hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and don't quit. So, the couple items, I guess. One, John Burke. He's not a big fan of the 22, and that's fine, because you know what? The 22 push-ups really don't do anything. So, I get him there. But the problem with what he was saying is basically go do something. And that's not actually a problem. But there's got to be something, a clarion call to the issue. Now, in our community, we know what it is. In the civilian community, it's there, but who cares? Got to get it to the point where people care, especially the VA. There was just a lieutenant general that committed suicide after murdering his wife in Savannah, Georgia. Maybe that'll get some attention, that we have general officers, and more than likely, more than one, that have offed themselves because of whatever. It doesn't matter. They're a veteran. They committed suicide. So with his disdain for the 22 and thinking that it doesn't do anything, I kind of agree with him. If you're going to do the 22 push-up challenge, say something with it, that you're there, and that, especially if you're a veteran, and try to put some time into it. I don't have a shit ton of money to throw into the cause. Everything I have goes into making sure that I have everything I need for my family. So I don't have a lot to give out. Actually, pretty much none to give out. But I do have time. And that's what I do with this here. I give my time. So, John Burke, if you ever watch this, sometimes this is all we got, but we're doing something. Now, that doesn't denigrate what you've done, John, because you have done a lot. I watch your stuff. I watch your podcasts and stuff like that, or not your podcasts, your live videos and all this and that. But and you do good work with veterans and trying to help out. So I'm not knocking you. I'm just telling you that there's other reasons for this 22 other than people thinking that thoughts and prayers and push-ups are going to help the situation. What I do here is different than what I've seen from the other 22. So I'm not defending me. I'm just giving a point. Got to do something with it to make it work, to make it somewhat effective. Like, honestly, I'll never know the true reach of this, and I do hope it helps. I know people tell me it helps, and I'm going to keep doing it until people tell me to stop. And more than one, so don't get the idea. All right, now on to other things. Relationships. They're a give and take, and a lot of it comes down to us, the individual that's in the relationship. You're one half of a team. Or 1/8 of a family, or 1/6 of a family, or 1/7, 1/5, 1/4, 1/3, whatever. You are part of a team in a family, and it takes all parties to work together and to have a cohesive and at least somewhat harmonious unit. If we have our problems, and we all do, everybody has some battle that they are fighting. Some of them are obviously worse than others, but everybody has got to be conscious of what they're doing in their relationship. What harm is it doing? What good is it doing? And if it's not working, what are you going to do to fix it? Are you just going to stand pat? And that's why I'm always talking about being proactive for yourself to do things that you need to do. Are you going to stand pat and watch it fail? Or are you going to get up there and start fighting like you know how to fight? And I'm not talking about beat the shit out of somebody. I'm talking about go search out the resources to fight the battle and win. Now, if you're in a divorce, you still no violence. But there are resources to get help for your mental sake and your legal sake. Now, if your relationship is still whole and you're struggling, there's ways to get help there too. There's counseling, and honestly, when it comes right down to it, at the end, there might not be a fix for it, and it might be best to go your separate ways. Things are not working out the way that they should. One side is not willing to work at it, or both sides are willing to work at it, and you just can't reach that middle ground to get back to where the relationship should be. And that happens. Unfortunately, divorce is it's big, and two, it's kind of easy to do. It's painful as hell, but it's you can do it. And each of you is going to, the husband and wife, or husband and wife, or whatever, however you are, you have that ability. You have the people around you to support you. And if you feel you're alone, and honestly, when I was in New York, I felt hella alone. I can't believe I just used the word hella. I was really alone. All I had was Becky, and at the time she was not even in New York State. I really didn't have anybody I could turn to. Facebook hadn't been invented. This thing's both a bane and a godsend. Each of you will have a support system around you, and if your support system is weak, work to build it. It's kind of like digging that foxhole. You're digging in, you get that hasty first, and then you dig the actual foxhole, and then you start putting in overhead cover, grenade sumps, your grenade ledge, whatever you want to do to make that thing home and defendable. But that's what you got to do in that situation. Once you get to the point where it's broken down, you got to get to a point where you can defend your position and have the support system around you. And that's people and, honestly, the system. Do what you need to do to protect you, keep you in a sense. How do I want to word this? In a sense, right. Good, as in, you have you. Don't lose you. I lost me, and it was, once they found me, it was easier to come back. Now, everybody is a tapestry of what has happened to them, and not the whole tapestry isn't going to be pretty, and that's just life. All right, time for some push-ups. Hope I didn't ramble too much there. I wasn't attempting to. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the airborne ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the falcon. The selfish plug, YouTube. Is that _push-up_guy tough? Twitter, that guy push-up. Instagram, that push-up guy. Facebook, my page, and 20 other Facebook groups. Please share the videos if you think they help. Boy. Bottom line is, if you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. Just reach out. People are there to help you. Do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We'll see you here tomorrow. Tough out.